So what I want to get into just briefly here is a quick understanding of how Iron Shirt Qigong, or just Qigong itself, affects the actual physical body. So first of all, I want to talk about the bone. The bone is very important. Without bone, you'd be the blob. You ever seen the movie The Blob? You'd be the blob. We need bones. Now, our bone, first off, consumes more oxygen than any other part of our body. It consumes a lot of oxygen. Our bones also make our blood. So you have red blood cells and white blood cells. Your red blood cells are formed by your hollow bones. Okay, so that would be your arms and your legs pretty much, but also your hips. Then you have the white blood cells, which is your immune system, and these are the flat bones. So this is the skull, the spine, the rib cage, and also the hips. So as you see, the hips make red and white blood cells. The hips are kind of the central skeletal part of the body, and they take a lot of abuse because they deal with the pressure from the upper half of the body as well as the pressure from the lower half of the body, and both of their stresses. So your hollow bones, obviously, nutrition, the transportation of oxygen. Your white blood cells for immunity, for defense, and for growth. All very important. Now, the bone is made up of about 50% apatite crystal. Did I spell that right? Yes. Okay, apatite crystal. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, you're right. Apatite. Not a hungry bone? The bone that ate the dog. Okay, apatite crystal. Okay, and then a collagen fiber. These two do not bind. Isn't that interesting? But yet they make your bone structure. What binds them? Free-flowing copper electrons. This is what binds the two bones together. So you'll have two. So let's say here's one structure of the bone coming together, here's another structure of the bone coming together, and they're not going to bridge. Copper electron comes in here and creates your bridge. You notice in Buddhist monasteries, they have a lot of copper. They have a lot of copper bells, or even bronze, which carries almost the same type of frequency of vibration. Now, if I take a crystal, of course I can't do this, but if I take a crystal and bend it, like using a machine, okay, there will be electrons that would dislodge from one side and they'll shift over to the other side. Then I release it and they shift back. In that, it creates a vibration, a very deep internal vibration, which then creates a stronger lattice. This is stress, compression. So when we use stress and compression on crystal, it strengthens. It becomes very hard. That's pressure. Okay? You ever hear the term, no, I won't say it for you. Stick a piece of coal up there and you'll get a diamond in a week? It's a nasty saying, but I've never had it said to me. But that's a joke, right? But that's kind of what they're saying, you know? It's all based on compression and pressure. Okay, so the bone also has electricity running through it. Bioelectricity. These currents run right through the bone structure, through its crystal lattice. That's the electron. An electron carries electricity. But there's many different types of electricity. So this is why it's not good to use electricity from a wall. It's good to use your own electricity, bioelectricity, okay? Now, you all here have done some Qigong. You've all felt this, right? This current of energy that runs through your body. And this is what Qigong healers use. The more Qigong they do, the more supple they become, the more electricity currents runs through their body. So when the tendon is strong and the muscle is supple, this allows that electrical current to move. That helps bone to heal, helps many other aspects of the body to heal too. We'll get into that. So, I mentioned before that the bone consumes a lot of oxygen. So we're going to be doing some bone breathing as well today. Bone breathing is very important to understand because you need to be able to condense mind essence with condensed oxygen and to actually move it into the bone. Opening the pores of the skin as well, getting blood moving through it. This helps it as well. The effect here of the electricity is called piezoelectricity. So this is the actual type of electricity or electrical current that's running through. Piezo, or some call it piezo, electricity. A very interesting form of electricity to study. If you ever get a chance, you're ever interested in any forms of physics, seriously, just check it out, okay?